Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial on the SMT administrator functions. We are going to review how to manage the program data. So in this video, we are going to first have a look at what is the program data, and then we are going to see how to add, edit, and delete national immunization program targets through the program data functionality. I'm going to start by logging into the SMT as a country administrator. So I go to login, proceed to login, I access my account, and then I select country admin. And here I'm inside the SMT, and the landing page for the country admin is already this program data. So what is exactly the program data? This is the functionality that allows administrators to define the program immunization targets at national level for each year. So here the user should enter the details of the routine and national immunization plans. So here you have routine vaccinations, supplementary vaccinations, and if desired, the user can also enter the details of other child survival interventions that are linked to the immunization program, for example, vitamin A supplementation. This information needs to be entered annually and will be used by the SMT to calculate key parameters needed across the platform, such as the annual needs for each vaccine. Therefore, before starting to use the SMT in a country, it is essential that the details of all vaccines that will be used in the country during the current year are reflected in the Program Data tab. The store operators at the different supply chain levels will still be able to manage vaccines that are not included in the program data. However, for those items, the platform will not provide stock alerts, and some reports will not generate correctly for those items because the key data for the calculations would be missing. Now we are going to see how to add national immunization program targets. So the first thing that we need to do is to select the year for which we want to enter the data. It is possible to enter program data for the current year and for the following year. So for example, at the end of 2023, you are able to enter data for 2024 already, or you can enter data for your current year. It is also possible to review the data for previous years, but once the year has passed, you cannot edit that data. So the previous years are just for reference purposes. So in this case, let's assume that I'm going to enter, we are currently in 2023, I want to enter the immunization targets for the next year. So I'm going to select 2024. The information is completely blank. I have not entered anything yet. So I'm going to start with the routine vaccines. So I just come here and I click add. This is going to open a new window that will allow me to enter the details of each one of the routine vaccinations that I have in my immunization program. In this window, there are some fields that are mandatory. Those are the ones that are marked with these red asterisks, and there is some other fields that are optional. So I'm going to start filling the information. So I will select first from the drop-down list the vaccine. So let's start, for example, with the BCG. Then I can select a producer, like a manufacturer of BCG. This is just used for reference. So you can just select the one that is most commonly used in your country. So I will select Japan BCG, for example. Then I will select the formulation. In this case, there is only one available. Then I need to enter the number of doses per target. So in this case, it's just one dose per target. I'm going to select who is going to be my target group. So these are the target groups available. So I'm going to select live births. Then I need to enter what is the coverage expected for this year. So I'm going to add 95%, for example. Then I have the option of selecting what is the presentation that is being used. So this is related to doses per vial. So let's assume that the one that is the most commonly used is the 20 doses per vial. So I will select that. And then I need to enter what is the wastage expected for this vaccine. So let's say that, for example, anticipating based on data from previous years that the wastage rate is going to be around 15%. Then I can select the administration type. So what type of devices I'm going to need to go with this vaccine. So this is important because then the SMT will calculate not only the needs of vaccine, but also the needs of devices. So the quantities that you are going to need for the year. So I select the device that I want. If the product has any dilution syringes associated as well, I need to select. So in this case, I'm going to select this one. And I have completed the mandatory fields. Then, as an optional field, I can also enter the supply intervals, the safety stock, and the lead time in number of weeks. Now, what is important to understand here is that this supply interval, safety stock, and lead times are going to be also entered through another functionality called the store data. So if the supply interval, safety stocks, and lead times are the same for all vaccines across the specific supply chain level. So for example, for the national level, the supply interval for all vaccines is exactly the same. The safety stock that I'm going to keep for the vaccines is exactly the same. I don't need to specify it here. I will just specify it in the other functionality in the store data, what is my supply interval for the national level. If we want to customize these parameters per vaccine, then in that case, I need to enter it here, and this value will override whatever I enter through the store data. So in this case, I don't want to add any value, so I'm just going to leave it blank. And once finished, I just click Save. Now the vaccine has been added to the list of routine vaccinations for my country. So I just need to repeat this process and click Add again until I have added the full list of routine vaccinations from my national immunization program. It's important to remember that we should not repeat the same vaccine. So for example, BCG, let's assume that we are going to use BCG from this producer and from another one. For the purpose of the program data, the producer is just for reference, is not really relevant. So you can just select one of the producers, but do not enter the line twice, because if you enter BCG from producer 1 and then again BCG from producer 2, the tool is going to assume that you want to vaccinate your population twice. Once with the producer 1 vaccine and another time with the producer 2 vaccine. So it's going to duplicate your needs. So that, of course, is going to be misleading and it's going to affect all the calculations in your reports. So it's important that you just keep one item per line, unless if you have different target groups that you want to reflect in your routine vaccinations. Once we have finished adding all our routine vaccines, we can move to the supplementary vaccines and do exactly the same. So we can go here, click Add. a new window will open. So this looks a little bit different. The type of data that we need to enter is different, but we start the same with the vaccine name. So let's assume that we are going to use BOPV for our supplementary vaccines. I just select the producer that I want. Let's say, for example, this one, the formulation, and I need to enter the number of rounds. This is the number of campaigns that are planned for the year. So let's say that I'm planning 2 rounds. Then you select the presentation. In this case, for this specific vaccine, this producer, there's only 1 presentation available, which is 20 doses per vial. I'm going to enter what is the percentage of wastage which is expected for this vaccine. So let's say, for example, 10%. I select my administration type, and then if relevant, I add any dilution syringes. In this case, I'm going to leave it blank. Once I have finished adding my vaccine, I click Save, and this item will be added to the list of supplementary vaccinations. If I want, I can also add other child survival interventions. So this is completely optional, but if you have some items that you manage together with the immunization supplies, and you want the SMT to calculate the needs for those items as well, you can also add it here. You just click Add. You select the product from the list of items. Let's say that is, for example, vitamin A supplementation. I need to enter the number of units or pieces that will be given per target person. So let's say it's just 1. Then I need to type the percentage of the target group. So this is basically the percentage of the total country population that will be targeted. So let's assume that we are talking here about 25%, for example. I need to add what is the coverage expected. So out of this target group, how many people are expected to cover. So let's say, for example, that we are expected to cover 90% of the target group. Then we can select the presentation. So this is the number of pieces or units per pack. In this case, there is only 1 option available, which is 500 units per pack. I can also add wastage expected. So let's say, for example, like 2%. And then I can also add, if I want, this is optional, like my type of administration. So let's say that this is oral. After I have completed that, I click Save, and automatically the item will be added to my list. So I just need to complete this process until all the items that I'm using in the National Immunization Program, whether it's routine, or supplementary, or other child survival interventions, are completed on this screen. Once the immunization program targets are created in the system, it is also possible to modify the details by using the editing functionality. So this editing process can be carried out by the same user who created the targets in the same place, or by any other user that has administrator rights. So let's imagine that I'm an administrator. I come here, I review this, and I realize that this information on the BOPV is not correct. Actually, we are not going to have 2 rounds this year. We are going to have 4, which means that we need the double quantity of vaccines for our campaigns. So I want to edit that. So I simply come here to the actions. I click on the edit button. This will reopen this the window, so I can just come and edit the information that I want. So I will put 4, and once I have finished, I can simply click update. I'm supposed to see a green message that says that the data has been updated successfully, and immediately the information will be reflected accordingly here. The same for the routine vaccinations or any other the items. If I want to correct anything, I can just locate the line that I want to modify and use the edit functionality. Likewise, it is also possible to remove items from the program data by using the delete functionality. This process can be carried out by the user who created the items or by any other user with country administrator rights. So the only thing that I have to do is to locate the item that I want to delete. And here at the end we have this delete button here. So let's assume, for example, that this vitamin A supplementation, we are not going to do it, or simply I don't want to manage this within the SMT. So I can just come here, click delete. The SMT is going to ask for confirmation. Are you sure that you want to delete this item? If you are sure, you can simply click yes. If you are unsure, you can cancel and go back. So I'm going to click yes. You should see a green message that says the data has been deleted successfully. And automatically this item is going to be removed from my program data. It's important to understand, as I was saying at the beginning, that the program data is being used to calculate the needs for the year. So if there is something that I delete from here, from the program data, it's possible that some of the reports that need the annual need as a reference value are not going to work correctly. So it's important that always we keep this information on the national immunization targets updated and fully completed for the current year. So this is all. I hope this video tutorial on program data has been useful, and see you in the next video.